Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you very much, President. We had a couple of issues. I thought I was going to speak at my seat, but it didn't quite work out that way. Excellencies, permanent representatives, ladies and gentlemen, climate change is a global phenomenon. The international community decided at the Earth Summit that this was a major issue, having adopted the UNFCCC. This community has responded to this problem with 3 instruments: the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, as I've just mentioned, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and the World Meteorological Organization. Andorra is participating actively in this international action in the field of climate change and has been doing so since 2011 with the ratification of the UNFCCC. In so doing, we are living up to our obligations, but not only in the field of climate change, but also in the notion of transparent and effective communication. As a member state of the UN and as an international actor, Andorra also participates in the work of the IPCC, who has the mandate to be objective and methodological in its analysis of scientific, technical and socioeconomical data on the issue of climate change. In 1988, the IPCC was created by 2 UN organizations, UN Environment and the WMO. WMO aims to coordinate, standardize and coordinate meteorological activities throughout the world and to guarantee an successful exchange of meteorological information in the field of human activities. There are already 193 member states, and this shows one of the oldest instances of international cooperation. This principle of collaboration and cooperation, coordination and homogenization, which are fundamental for the creation of the WMO, is why Andorra is cooperating with its neighboring meteorological organizations. We have been working with Météo France for almost 40 years, but also with IMET, the Spanish meteorological service. We have also been working with the European Avalanche Prediction Service, given that Andorra is a mountainous country. We require increasingly high-quality data in the field of meteorology, and therefore the government is playing an active role in the modernization and opening of our meteorological services to the Andorran public. The improvements seen to stations and data management and acquisition structures is clear. This has also been the case for data dissemination and voluntary observation stations. Excellencies, permanent representatives, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you will be wondering why I began speaking by climate change. Thanks to our partnerships, Andorran Meteorological Services is providing information on prediction and alerts in meteorology, both in terms of state-of-the-art and climate data based on observation, forecasting and other fields in conformance with scientific and technical progress in that field. This information aims to survey and guard the safety of individuals and protect our properties from loss to meteorological phenomena, focusing also on resilience, sustainable development, and protecting the people in the face of severe weather events in a climate change context. It is in this context that meteorological services must contribute and face up to the most serious challenges for human survival. For the first time, the Andorran Parliament proposed that the government approve Law 21/2018 on energy transition and climate change, which in Article 13 sets out the creation of a national meteorological service, which will serve to follow the terms and objectives of the WMO, and which will be attached to delivering energy and climate change protection. In 2018, Andorra becomes the 192nd member of the WMO, fulfilling its international obligations in the field of climate change. Andorra is participating in the UNFCCC and also in the IPCC. To conclude, in an increasingly unstable context requiring further collaboration, the WMO plays a key role. Excellencies, permanent representatives, ladies and gentlemen, Andorra would like to be an active member of this organization for meteorology, climate, and water. You will always find us and myself to be a willing partner. Thank you.
So I'll try this again now. If you could speak from your seat.